revision of all previous lessons. In this lesson, we will revise all the lessons we have learned till now. But before that, we will solve the exercise of the last lesson and also will know some useful vocabulary.
Hello guys, so now we are going to start our homework, and this homework is related to lesson number 5, where we discussed about interrogative, negative and question words. Okay, so the structure is, there are two kinds of structures. First structure is that first we say subject, then predicate, then question word, then nahi, and then sign of tense. Okay, so the first sentence is, when was I not present in the program? How will you say? You will say, मैं प्रोग्राम में कब हाजिर नहीं था. We will say, मैं प्रोग्राम में कब हाजिर नहीं था. As a male. As a female, you will say, मैं प्रोग्राम में कब हाजिर नहीं थी. Okay, मैं प्रोग्राम में कब हाजिर नहीं था और थी. So you can see here that we have followed the same structure. A subject मैं, then predicate program में, being in the program में, and question word कब. हाजिर ना होना means it is actually related to program में हाजिर, okay, but in general talk we just make a small changes, not every time but in this sentence only. Okay, so मैं प्रोग्राम में कब हाजिर नहीं and then tense था. You can say मैं प्रोग्राम में हाजिर कब नहीं था. You can say here मैं प्रोग्राम में हाजिर कब नहीं था और थी. Okay, so when was I not present in the program? How will you say? You will say here, मैं प्रोग्राम में हाजिर कब नहीं था और थी. The next sentence is, who will be not in the office? Who will not be in the office? So how will you say? You will say here, दफ्तर में कौन नहीं होगा और होगी. दफ्तर में कौन नहीं होगा और होगी. Okay, so you can see here this sentence is interrogative and negative. Interrogative because there is a question, and negative because of not. And the structure is subject plus predicate plus question word plus nahi plus tense. So actually there is no subject, that is why we did not say anything. We directly started with daftar mein, and then question word kaun, and then nahi, and then tense hoga or hogi. If you think, or if you talk about kaun in general talk or with a male context, in this case we will say daftar mein kaun nahi hoga. But if you talk about a female, in this case we will say दफ्तर में कौन नहीं होगी. Okay, दफ्तर में कौन नहीं होगा और होगी. Okay, and if you want to give stress on the sentence, in this case you will say कौन first. You will come with question word first and then predicate. So you will say कौन दफ्तर में. You will change, and at the beginning कौन दफ्तर में नहीं होगा. कौन दफ्तर में नहीं होगा और होगी. Okay guys, and the next sentence is, when were they not in the playground? When were they not in the playground? How will you say? We will say, वो सब खेल के मैदान में कब नहीं थे. वो सब खेल के मैदान में कब नहीं थे. और we can say, वो लोग खेल के मैदान में कब नहीं थे. वो लोग खेल के मैदान में कब नहीं थे. Okay, so you can see here subject, predicate, question word, nahi and tense. Right? Subject वो लोग और वो सब, then being in the playground, predicate खेल के मैदान में, and then कब question word कब, and then नहीं, and then tense थे. And because वो सब और वो लोग plural, that is why we told here नहीं थे. Okay, so when were they not in the playground? How will you say in Urdu? In Urdu we will say, वो सब खेल के मैदान में कब नहीं थे, और वो लोग खेल के मैदान में कब नहीं थे. Okay guys, and the next sentence is, why were the keys not on the table? Why were the keys not on the table? So here we will say चाबियां मेज पर क्यों नहीं थी. चाबियां मेज पर क्यों नहीं थी. Okay, so here subject, predicate, question word nahi plus tense, right? So subject is chabiyan. You can see here chabiyan first, then predicate being on the table mez par. You can also say table par, and then question word kyun, and then nahi, and then tense thi. And because chabiyan, the word chabiyan, it is used as female thing, and here it is plural, that is why we have used here thi. Okay, so why were the keys not on the table means चाबियां मेज पर क्यों नहीं थी. चाबियां मेज पर क्यों नहीं थी. Okay, and the next sentence is why will you not be in the school today. Why will you not be in the school today. Maybe you are asking from your friend why will you not come. Okay, so in this case we will say here in Urdu, तुम आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगे. और यू कैन से तू आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगा. वी कैन आल्सो से आप आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होंगे. ओके, तुम आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगे. तू आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगा. आप आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होंगे. ओके, सो बिकॉज यू हैज 3 meanings. tum, tu and up. So we have told 3 sentences. Okay, first tum in formal way. So you can see here subject, predicate, question word nahi, and then tense. So you can see here tum aaj or tu aaj. Actually aaj is related to time, so that is why we have added with subject. Okay, tum aaj, you can see here subject and predicate being in the madrasa, and then question word kyun, and then nahi, and then tense. Okay, and this sentence is in future, that is why we have told here hoga, hogi, hoge. Okay, so tum aaj madrase mein kyun nahi hoge. We have used here hoge because with tum we always use hoge. Okay, in future. And if you want to talk or if you want to say the same sentence with your friends or with anger, in this case we will say तू आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगा with male. तू आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगा. And with the female we will say तू आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगी. तू आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होगी. Okay, and in a formal way we will say आप आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होंगे. आप आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होंगे. Okay, with a female आप आज मदरसे में क्यों नहीं होंगी. We will change होंगे into होंगी with a female. Okay guys, and the next sentence is will Shoaib not be with you. So you can see here this is the second structure of interrogative sentence, and it starts with helping verb, that is why we told here kya, then subject, then predicate, then nahi, and then tense. Okay, so will Shoaib not be with you. How will you say. You will say क्या शुएब तुम्हारे साथ नहीं होगा. क्या शुएब तुम्हारे साथ नहीं होगा. You can see here क्या first, then subject शुएब, being with you, predicate तुम्हारे साथ, then नहीं, then tense होगा. And this sentence is in future, and शुएब, this is male singular, we are not giving respect, that is why we have told here होगा. Okay, so will Shoaib not be with you means क्या शुएब तुम्हारे साथ नहीं होगा. If you want to give respect you will say क्या शुएब तुम्हारे साथ नहीं होंगे with n, होंगे. Okay, and with a female, for example if there is Aisha you will say क्या आयशा तुम्हारे साथ नहीं होगी. क्या आयशा तुम्हारे साथ नहीं होगी. Okay guys, so this is how you will say this sentence in Urdu. The next sentence is the car not in the park. So how will you say. We will say this sentence क्या कार पार्क में नहीं है. क्या कार पार्क में नहीं है. So this sentence starts with helping verb, that is why we have told first क्या. Okay, So kya, you can see here kya. Then subject car, car. Being in the park, park में predicate, park में. And then nahi, you can see here nahi, and tense hai. Because this sentence is in the present and the car is singular here, that is why we told here क्या कार पार्क में नहीं है, क्या कार पार्क में नहीं है. We are not giving respect, that is why we told here hai. Okay, so if you want to say is the car not in the park, how will you say in Urdu? In Urdu we will say क्या कार पार्क में नहीं है, क्या कार पार्क में नहीं है. Okay, and the next sentence is will they not be in the hall? Will they not be in the hall? So how will you say in Urdu? We will say क्या वो सब हॉल में नहीं होंगे, क्या वो सब हॉल में नहीं होंगे. We can also say क्या वो लोग हॉल में नहीं होंगे, क्या वो लोग हॉल में नहीं होंगे. Okay, so you can see here first क्या and then subject वो लोग वो सब and then predicate being in the hall, hall में, and then नहीं and then tense होंगे. Because वो लोग और वो सब plural, that is why we told here होंगे. Okay, so will they not be in the hall means क्या वो सब हॉल में नहीं होंगे और क्या वो लोग हॉल में नहीं होंगे. Okay, with male, with a female we can change क्या वो सब हॉल में नहीं होंगी. In the context of female we will say क्या वो सब हॉल में नहीं होंगी और क्या वो लोग हॉल में नहीं होंगी. Okay, in the context of female we will change होंगे into होंगी. And the next sentence is was Shaima not in the class yesterday? Was Shaima not in the class yesterday? How will you say? We will say क्या शैमा कल दर्सगाह में नहीं थी, क्या शैमा कल दर्सगाह में नहीं थी. Okay, so you can see here this sentence starts with helping of first, that is why we told kya, then subject, then predicate, then nahi, then tense, right? So kya, you can see here kya, then subject is shaima, shaima is subject, and being in the class predicate, to darsgah mein, you can see here darsgah mein, then nahi, nahi, and then thi. Okay, because shaima, she is a female, shaima, she is a female, that is why we have told here thi without respect. But if you want to give respect, you will say क्या शैमा कल दर्सगाह में नहीं थी. You will change थी into थी. Okay guys, so was Shaima not in the class yesterday? How will you say? We will say क्या शैमा कल दर्सगाह में नहीं थी, क्या शैमा कल दर्सगाह में नहीं थी. And the next sentence is was your father not there? Was your father not there? In this case we will say in Urdu क्या तुम्हारे अब्बू वहाँ नहीं थे, क्या तुम्हारे अब्बू वहाँ नहीं थे. Okay, so you can see here this sentence starts with helping verb was, so we added here क्या first, you can see here क्या, then subject तुम्हारे अब्बू, then being predicate being on there, predicate is being on there वहाँ, and then नहीं and tense थे, and we have used here थे because अब्बू we always respect, right? Otherwise we will say tha, and he is male, that is why we have used here the, as we have learned in the grammar part that with male subject respected we use the. Okay, so was your father not there? How will you say? We will say क्या तुम्हारे अब्बू वहाँ नहीं थे. Okay guys, so this was our homework. I hope that it was clear for you all.
But before that, let's know some useful vocabularies. And these vocabularies are about the interrogative words. So, the first word is kya. Kya means what. For example, आपका क्या नाम है? आपका क्या नाम है? आपका क्या नाम है? What is your name? And the next one is कब. कब means when. For example, आपके अब्बू वहाँ कब होंगे? आपके अब्बू वहाँ
कब होंगे, आपके अब्बू वहाँ कब होंगे, और तुम्हारे अब्बू वहाँ कब होंगे, तुम्हारे अब्बू वहाँ कब होंगे, और यू कैन से तेरे अब्बू वहाँ कब होंगे. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज कैसा, कैसी, कैसे, कैसा, कैसी, कैसे. In English, how. First, we'll talk about kaisa. So, kaisa is used with singular male things. For example, मेरा झोला कैसा है, मेरा झोला कैसा है, how is my bag. And now, कैसे, कैसे for two meanings. First, with singular male to give respect. For example, आप कैसे हैं, आप कैसे हैं, how are you. And the second, with plural male things. For example, ये सब कमरे कैसे हैं, ये सब कमरे कैसे हैं, how are these rooms. And now we'll talk about कैसी. कैसी, कैसी is always used with female singular and plural both. For example, आयशा आज कैसी है, आयशा आज कैसी है, how is Aisha today. It's for singular. आपकी अम्मी कैसी हैं, आपकी अम्मी कैसी हैं, how is your mom. This also used for singular. And ये सब गाड़ियाँ कैसी हैं, ये सब गाड़ियाँ कैसी हैं, how are these vehicles. And the next word is कहाँ. कहाँ means where. For example, अब तक आप कहाँ थे, अब तक आप कहाँ थे, अब तक आप कहाँ थे. And the next word is क्यों. क्यों means why. For example, आप कल गायब क्यों थे, आप कल गायब क्यों थे, आप कल गायब क्यों थे, why were you absent yesterday. And the next word is कौन. कौन means who. For example, ये आदमी कौन है, ये आदमी कौन है, ये आदमी कौन है, who is this man. And the next one is किसे, किसको, किन्हें, किन लोगों को, किसे, किसको, किन्हें, किन लोगों को means whom. So, किसे and किसको are used with singular. For example, वो किसे फ़ोन कर रहा था, वो किसे फ़ोन कर रहा था, और वो किसको फ़ोन कर रहा था, वो किसको फ़ोन कर रहा था, whom was he calling. And now, किन्हें and किन लोगों को, किन्हें and किन लोगों को. These are used with plural. For example, आप दफ्तर में किन लोगों के साथ थे, आप दफ्तर में किन लोगों के साथ थे, आप दफ्तर में किन लोगों के साथ थे, with whom were you in the office. And the next one is कौन सा, कौन सी and कौन से means which. कौन सा, कौन सी and कौन से. कौन सा is always used with male singular. For example, कौन सा कलम आपका है, कौन सा कलम आपका है, कौन सा कलम आपका है, which pen is yours. And now कौन सी, कौन सी. This is always used with female singular and plural both. For example, कौन सी कार आपकी है, कौन सी कार आपकी है, कौन सी कार आपकी है. And now कौन से, कौन से. कौन से is used with two meanings. First with male plural. For example, वो सब कौन से लोग हैं, which people are they. Second, we use this with male singular to give respect. For example, we say, इनमें से आपके अब्बू कौन से हैं, इनमें से आपके अब्बू कौन से हैं? इनमें से आपके अब्बू कौन से हैं? Which among them is your father? And the next word is किसका, किसकी and किसके. किसका, किसकी and किसके means whose. So first we'll talk about kiska. Kiska is used with male singular. For example, ये कलम किसका है? ये कलम किसका है? ये कलम किसका है? Whose pen is this? Second, किसकी, किसकी, किसकी. This is used with female singular and plural both. For example, we say ये किताब किसकी है? Whose book is this? And ये सब किताबें किसकी है? Whose books are these? The last one is किसके. Kiske is used for two meanings. First, with male plural. For example, we say ये सब कलम किसके हैं? ये सब कलम किसके हैं? Whose pens are these? Second, we use किसके with male singular to give respect. For example, ये किसके अब्बू हैं? ये किसके अब्बू हैं? Whose father is this? And the next word is कितनी, कितने, कितनी, कितने means how many. So, कितनी, this used with female. For example, प्रोग्राम में कितनी लड़कियां थीं? प्रोग्राम में कितनी लड़कियां थीं? How many girls were in the program? And now कितने. कितने is used with male. For example, we say खेल के मैदान में कितने लड़के थे? खेल के मैदान में कितने लड़के थे? How many boys were in the playground? And the next word is कितना and कितनी in the meaning of how much. कितना and कितनी in the meaning of how much. So the first one is कितना. This is used with male singular. For example, आप एक दिन में कितना चावल खाते हैं? आप एक दिन में कितना चावल खाते हैं? आप एक दिन में कितना चावल खाते हैं? How much rice do you eat in a day? And the next one is कितनी. कितनी. This is used with female singular and plural both. For example, we say इस सेब की कितनी कीमत है? इस सेब की कितनी कीमत है? And the next word is क्यों, किस लिए. क्यों, किस लिए in the meaning of what for. For example, आप सब यहाँ क्यों हैं? और आप सब यहाँ किस लिए हैं? What for are you here? And the next one is कितनी मर्तबा, कितनी बार और कितनी दफ़ा. कितनी मर्तबा और कितनी बार और कितनी दफ़ा in the meaning of how often or how often. For example, एक दिन में आप कितनी दफ़ा गुस्ल करते हैं? एक दिन में आप कितनी दफ़ा गुस्ल करते हैं? How often do you take bath in a day? Or how often do you take bath in a day? Dear students, there is no difference among them. You can use any of them. And the next word is कितना लंबा, कितनी लंबी, कितने लंबे और कितनी देर. कितना लंबा, कितनी लंबी, कितने लंबे और कितनी देर in the meaning of how long. So, कितना लंबा, कितने लंबे and कितनी लंबी. These are used in the context of high of anything. We use them with the same difference which we learn in the word how. I mean, we'll use kitna lamba with male singular, kitni lambi with female singular and plural both. Likewise, kitne lambe is used for two meanings. First, with male plural, and second, with male singular to give respect. And kitni der, it is used in the meaning of for how many period of time. For example, we say, आप मक्का में कितनी देर थे? How long were you in Mecca? Please listen carefully here. Because of there, we always use kitni. We do not change kitni when we use it with there, because their word is feminine. I hope it was clear for you. Now get ready to revise all the previous lessons we did before. In the first lesson, we learned that there are three kinds of tense in Urdu, and they are hal, madi, and mustaqbil. For hal, we use hai, ho, and ho. And for madi, we use tha, thi, the, and thi. And for mustaqbil, we use ga, gi, and ge as a helping verb. We have also learned that in every language, we will find only four kinds of sentences: simple sentence, negative sentence, interrogative sentence, and interrogative cum negative sentence. In Urdu, we'll say muthbat, muthbat, manfi, manfi, sawaliya, sawaliya, and sawaliya wa nafi. In the second lesson, we learned that there are four signs of hal, and they are hai, ho, and hu. Hai is used for singular male and female, and hai is used for three meanings. First, for plural male and female. Second, we use hai with singular masculine and feminine both to give respect. And third, we use it with aap or aap log in the meaning of you and you all. And hu, this is used only with main in the meaning of I for male and female both. And the last one is ho. It is used for two meanings. First, with tum singular or tum log, tum sab plural, male and female both. Second, we use with aap singular or aap log plural, mostly in interrogative sentences. We have also learned the structure of simple sentence in Urdu, and we learned that first we will put subject, then predicate, and then helping verbs of the tense or signs of tense. In this way, the structure will be subject plus predicate plus tense. Further, we learn about subject, predicate, and signs of tenses. We learned that subject is the thing or person about whom we talk or give the news. Predicate is the talk or thing we tell for someone or some things. And signs of tense are the helping verb that tells that this tense is in present or past or future. And if you talk about the third lesson, in this lesson we learned that to make a negative sentence, we will first use subject, then predicate, then nahi, and then we use tense. That means signs of tense or helping verb of the tense. In this way, the structure of negative sentence in Urdu will be subject plus predicate plus not plus tense. Subject plus predicate plus not, nahi, and then tense. In this lesson, we also have learned that there are four kinds of signs of past or helping verbs of past, and these are tha, thi, the, and thi. Tha is used with male singular, and thi is used with female singular, and the. The is used with three meanings: with male plural, second, with a singular male to give respect, and third, with tum, male singular, and aap, singular, also with plural male, meaning tum sab, तुम लोग, आप सब, आप लोग. And the last one is the. The is used for three meanings. First, with female plural. Second, with female singular to give respect. And third, with आप for singular female or तुम सब, तुम लोग, आप सब, आप लोग with female plural. We also learned that there are four basic signs of female or feminine, and these are the word which ends with the sounds of E. Number 2, the thing is feminine in actuality. Number 3, the word which ends with the sound of T. Number 4, listening, and this is the real sense of a female. In the fourth lesson, we learned that there are two kinds of interrogative sentence. First, the sentence which starts with questions word like what, where, who, etc. And its structure will be subject plus predicate plus question word plus tense. The second interrogative is which starts with the helping verbs like is, are, am, was, were, etc. In this case, in Urdu will follow the following structure: kya, then subject, then predicate, and then tense. We also learned that there are three signs or helping verbs of future, and they are ga, gi, ge. However, we will divide them into following parts: hoga, hogi, honge, hongi, hoge, honga, and hongi. First, hoga. We use hoga with male singular, and hogi we use it with female singular. While the third one is honge. Honge is used for three meanings. First, we use it with male plural. Second, we use it with a singular male to give respect. And third, we use it with aap or aap sab or aap log when we use it with male. And the fourth one is hongi. We use hongi for three meanings as well. First, we use it with female plural. Second, we use this with a female singular to give respect. Third, we use this with aap or aap sab, aap log when we use it with female. And the fifth one is hoge. We use hoge with tum singular in the meaning of you, and tum sab, tum log plural in the meaning of you all. And the next one is hunga. It is always used with main for male. And the last one is hungi. Hongi. When a female talks and says main, at that time she will say hungi. In lesson 5th, we learned that there are two kinds of interrogative negative sentences in Urdu. First, the sentence which starts with question word like what, were, who, etc. In this case, the structure for interrogative negative sentence in Urdu will be as follows: subject plus predicate plus question word plus nahi and then tense. Second, the sentence which starts with helping verbs like is, are, am, was, were, etc. In this case, the interrogative negative structure in Urdu will be as follows: kya plus subject plus predicate plus nahi and then tense.
The lesson 7. In this lesson we learned about males and females. And we have also learned that there are two kinds of females. First, female for living things. We learned that some female things are totally different from males. For example, mard means male and aurat means female. So mard means male and aurat means female. And there are some living things which we make female just after adding ha. That sounds h in English. And we add this in the word which is male and usually derived from Arabic and works as subject. I mean isme fa'il. As you will say, qatil means killer male and qatila killer female. So here we add ha at the end. So qatil and qatila. And if any male word ends with a, that is alif in Urdu. In this case, we will change a into e while converting that thing into a female. As we will say, ladka means boy and ladki means girl. Ladka and ladki. And there are some living things which are always used as male things. For example, cheetah, etc. Likewise, there are some living things which are always used as a female. For example, cheel. And now the second kind of female. Female for non-living things. In this part, we learn that the noun which ends with a or ha, that is alif and ha, we generally consider it to be male. For example, pankha, etc. Likewise, names of the days are used as male, except Thursday in Urdu, I mean Jumeirah. So, Jumeirah, this word is used as female in Urdu language. And names of months are also used as male except the January, February, May and July. I mean January, February, May and July in Urdu language. They are used as female. Likewise, mines are also used as male except the silver in Urdu. I mean Chandi. So, Chandi, this word is used in Urdu as female. And the word that ends with e, that is ya in Urdu. Usually, these things are used as female. For example, khidki, etc. Likewise, every star and galaxy are used as male, except Earth, I mean Zameen. So this word Zameen is used as female in Urdu language. And the names of books, languages and prayers are used as female. Likewise, the non-living things which end with t, that is ta in Urdu language, it is used usually as female thing in Urdu language, like barsat, etc. And all words that are derived from Persian language and ends with the sound she, that means sheen. These words generally used as female in Urdu language. For example, barish, etc. And now let us talk about the lesson number 8. In this lesson we learned about the possessive case. And in the possessive case in Urdu, we will have the following structure. Person plus ka, ki, ke plus object. We also learned that in the possessive case we use 3 words and they are ka, ki and ke. So ka, it is used when the object is male and singular, and ki, this is used with singular and plural female, and ke, we use this for 4 meanings. First, with male singular. Second, this is used with a singular male to give respect. Third, when there is any preposition with the object and it must be a male. Fourth, when there are 2 possessives at one time, muzaf dar muzaf. And in lesson number 9, we learned about adjectives, and we knew in this lesson that in Urdu, we always use adjectives before a noun as we do in English. In this way, the structure will be as follows: adjective plus noun. We also learned that there are 2 kinds of adjectives. Number 1, the word which ends with a. Number 2, the word which ends with other words than a. When we use an adjective that ends with some other word than a, we will not make any changes in this adjective. We will always use it for all. I mean for male, female, singular and plural. When we use an adjective that ends with a, it will have 3 sounds: a, e, a. A. When we use this adjective for male singular, we will use a. E. When we use the adjective for female things, whether it is singular or plural, we will always use e. A. This is used for 4 meanings. First, when the things for which we are using the adjective is male plural. Second, when the things for which we are using adjective are male singular but we want to give respect. Third, when the things for which we are using an adjective are male singular but there is a preposition with the adjective. Fourth, when there the person or the thing for which we use the adjective is in possessive case and that is singular male. And now the lesson number 11. In this lesson we learn about how to talk with a person when we meet for the first time. And there we got many new vocabularies and sentences. And now the lesson number 12. In this lesson we learn about how to use to have in Urdu language. So, have, has, had and will have means pass hona in Urdu language. For example, I have a car. So, to say this, we use first in Urdu possessive noun, then pass, and then object, I mean thing. After that, the signs of the tense or the helping verb. So, I have a car means मेरे पास एक गाड़ी है. Always remember that with pass we use only one case and that is उसके, उनके, तुम्हारे, आपके, तेरे, मेरे and हमारे. In this context we will find the following structures. Number 1. Simple structure. Pronoun plus pass plus things plus tense. I mean past or present or future. Number 2. Negative structure. Pronoun plus pass plus things plus nahi plus tense. I mean past or present or future. Third. Interrogative structure. Here we'll talk about the only interrogative sentence that starts with helping verb like do you have or did he had or will he have, etc. And the structure is kya plus pronoun plus pass plus thing plus tense. And now fourth one, interrogative negative structure. Here we'll talk about the interrogative negative structure that starts with helping verb like do you not have, will you not have, etc. And the structure is kya plus pronoun plus pass plus thing plus nahi plus tense. Fifth, interrogative structure. Here we'll talk about one interrogative sentence that starts with question word like why, who, what, when, etc. So the structure is pronoun plus pass plus object plus question word plus tense. 6. Interrogative negative structure. Here we'll talk about only interrogative negative sentence that starts with question word like why, who, when, etc. So the structure is pronoun plus pass plus object plus question word plus nahi plus tense. If you talk about lesson number 13 and 14, in these lessons we learned about imperative sentences. We learned that we use imperative sentences for three meanings. Number 1, to give an order. Number 2, to request. Number 3, to give the suggestion. We also learned that the structure of the imperative sentence in Urdu will be object plus verb. I mean with different forms. Further, we learned that if we want to make a sentence in Urdu and that sentence has a verb, at that time we will always make changes in the infinitive of the Urdu verb. And then we learned that in Urdu we say the imperative sentences in different ways and they are: first, we will delete letter na from the Urdu verb and then we'll add wow. And this is used to show a little bit of respect to the person we are talking with. It may be used for singular or plural. Second, we'll delete the letter na from infinitive verb and we add ie at the end of the infinitive after deleting na. And we use this structure for four meanings. Number 1, to give order to plural male and female. Number 2, with singular male or female to show respect. Number 3, we use this to advise someone about something. Number 4, We use this structure to request something. Third, we delete the word na from infinitive and add ea. This is used to give too much respect, especially with the guests or with whom we are meeting for the first time. Fourth, we delete the word na from infinitive and we do not add anything. We just say the same word that remains after deleting na, and we use it for three meanings. Number 1, we use this at the time of anger. Number 2, also when totally insulting someone. Number 3, we use this also to show much love. Fifth, we use the infinitive as it is, but we just change our tone and say the same word. We use this at the time of the severe anger or at the time of fight. And now the lesson number 15 and 16. In these lessons, we have learned how to make an imperative sentence in negative. And we learned that the rules to tell the imperative negative sentences in Urdu are just like imperative positive in Urdu. We just need to add mat or na before the verb. In this way, the structure will be as follows: object plus mat or na plus verb. Then we learn about rules of imperative negative, and the rules are: first, add mat or na before infinitive and delete the letter na from infinitive from Urdu and add waw. This is used to show a little bit of respect to the person we are talking with. It may be used for singular or plural. Second, add mat or na, delete the word na from infinitive and add ea at the end of the infinitive after deleting na. This is used for four meanings. Number 1, to order plural. Number 2, for singular to show respect. Number 3, we also use this to advise someone about something. Number 4, to request something. And the third rule to create an imperative negative sentence is that we will add mat or na and delete the word na from infinitive and add ea. And we learned that this is used to give too much respect, especially to guests and to whom we are meeting for the first time. Fourth, we add mat or na and then delete the word na from infinitive and do not add anything. We use this for three meanings. First, at the time of anger. Second, to insult someone. Third, to scold someone. Fifth, add mat or na and use the infinitive as it is, but just change your tone and say the same word. We use this at the time of severe anger or the time of fighting. And now the lesson number 17. In this lesson we learn how to say an imperative sentence with never or never ever. Here we learn that we will always make changes as same as we did in imperative negative. We just have to add some extra words with mat or na. If we use the word never, we will add kabhi. In this case, our structure will be as follows: with never, kabhi. So the structure is object plus kabhi plus mat or na plus verb. I mean, with same changes. For example, never give him your mobile. उसे अपना मोबाइल कभी मत दो, और उसे अपना मोबाइल कभी मत दें. Or you can say उसे अपना मोबाइल कभी मत देना. And if you use the word never ever, we will add kabhi bhi. With never ever, kabhi bhi. For example, never ever tell a lie. Kabhi bhi plus jhoot plus mat or na plus bolo or bole or boliye or bol or bolna. So, never ever tell a lie means kabhi bhi jhoot mat bolo or kabhi bhi jhoot na bolein. Or you can say kabhi bhi jhoot mat boliye or kabhi bhi jhoot na bol. Kabhi bhi jhoot mat bol. Or you can say kabhi bhi jhoot na bolna. Kabhi bhi jhoot mat bolna. This is all we have learned till now. Now we'll start learning new things in the next lessons. See you soon. Bye.